Hey guys, what's up everybody? It is 3-1 Winterwolf 31, aka Winter, aka Wolfie, whatever y'all choose to call me today. First things first, pretty much the same thing I've been saying in all of my videos. Sorry if the audio kinda sucks. Still don't have my microphone back. My friend borrowed it, still hasn't given it back. Anyways, let's get on with this video. So on my Instagram, I gave you guys two different choices. I could do a series on my dream builds or a create my pet in Sims, and you guys chose create my pets. And then I asked you whether you would want me to do my cat or my dog first, and you guys asked for my dog. So my dog's name is Echo, and she is a Siberian husky mix. She is my little baby, and my dad often argues with me that she is not husky but Alaskan Malamute. I don't really care what she is. I think she's very pretty. It's really hard to get her coat down because she's majority white, but she's like cream white, except in some places, like the tip of her tail and her feet are like pure white. And then on top of that, she has a lot of brown and not so much gray. She has a lot of like, I don't know, even like a caramel undertone almost to her in a lot of like her back area and then even her front area. So I tried my best. I will give you guys a little like comparison at the end of the video. So the first thing I did was take an Alaskan Malamute and a Siberian Husky and I did the genetic thing, whatever it is on Sims, and I made a mix because she does look like she's in between Alaskan Malamute and Siberian Husky just because she's bigger than a Husky is. I have no idea what her actual breeds are. I've wanted to do a DNA test since forever, but that hasn't happened yet. So she is about, I think, 4 or 5 years old now. I've had her for 3 years. Yeah, I've had her for three. So she must be 5. So I've had her for 3 years. I got her sophomore year in high school, right before swim team, which was a terrible choice because she's pretty much my dog. I do everything for her. I feed her, I brush her, I wash her, I make all her vet appointments, give her all her medicines. Um, and during swim team, I had to wake up at like 3 a.m., 2 or 3 a.m. to walk her because my swim practice started at 5:30, but you had to be like in the pool ready to go. Like he called blow the whistle and you would start swimming. So I would have to be there a little bit earlier than 5:30 because on top of that the doors close within 5 minutes. So if you're late, you don't get to swim practice that day and coach gets very mad. Anyways, I got her because I needed something to make me a little bit more responsible. And when it comes to like being responsible, I'm already responsible, but like having a schedule and like keeping to a schedule is something that having a dog helps me with a lot because I have to take care of her first. She is reliant on me. So that's why I got her originally. Plus, I love dogs. And we didn't have, well, that's not true. We had a Chihuahua Toy Fox Terrier mix, and he was an amazing dog. He actually just passed away a few months ago, like 3 months ago, and it was really, really sad. And I'm actually going to do him in my Create My Pet series because him and both one of my other cats had both died within 3 days of each other over spring break. And it's kind of hard to believe. It's like when people ask me how many pets I have, I still say, "Oh, I have three cats and 2 dogs," and that's not the case anymore. Um, but yeah, so I'm thinking about doing them as well, even though they're not with me anymore. Anyways, so I got Echo at the Humane Society, and she was a very, very anxious dog when I met her. And they actually told me that I was the first person that she walked up to on her own when she came to visit. She was a very, very popular dog. We had to fight a lot of people to get her because when we went to visit her, they wouldn't let us like put her on hold because I had to get my things in line before I could bring her in, you know? Because having a dog is like a, a big responsibility. You have to have all your, what is it, all your ducks in order or your eggs in order? Whatever, all your, whatever that phrase is. That's what I mean. Oh, it's all your eggs in a basket. There you go. All your eggs in a basket. So Yeah, and she had like 10 other people waiting on her because you don't get huskies very often as rescue dogs. At least not where I live, you don't. It's pretty uncommon, which is why she was like really, really wanted. And we wanted her a lot, but we had to make sure, we had a Chihuahua who doesn't get along with anyone. And then we had to make sure, can we do insurance and like what vet can we take her and how much time do I have to walk her and feed her and all this. So we really had to fight. And then on top of that, this lady wouldn't let us take her because she thought she really thought okay, so Simon, my Chihuahua, is very, very territorial. He doesn't get along with any other dogs anymore. He was very old when we got her. And they just assumed that we would just take her and leave them in the same room. And she's like, "Oh, but we didn't know that you would leave them in the same you wouldn't leave them in the same room. We thought you would just put them right together and then they'd all fight, and that's why we didn't want you to adopt them." And I said, "I have no idea why you would think that. I've fostered so many dogs. I've fostered I don't even know like 15 or 20 animals and I'm 18 now. That's a lot of pets. And I at one point did have 10 dogs in my house and a couple of cats. So I don't know what made her think that, but we did get her eventually. We had to like beg a lot, and we had to bring our Chihuahua in like 5 times before they were like, okay, fine, we trust you. So that was a little bit of pain, but it was worth it. She's my baby, and it's really sad because I'm going to college now, and she's just not gonna be with me because I have to live on campus for 2 years, which is a pain in the butt. I don't understand the idea of like I get it for 1 year, like fine, force me to live on campus for 1 year, but 2 years? I mean, really? Is that necessary? That's a little bit ridiculous. So I'm not gonna be with her for the next 2 years. Obviously, when I come home, she'll see me and all that, but I think it's might be more rough on me than it is her because she's gonna be staying with my mom, who like completely spoils her. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. I really tried to get her markings down. It was extremely difficult to do so. Um, and I end up like doing her head like 6 different times because so she has 2 lines on her head, but they just look so awkward for mine when I tried doing it. And then on top of that, all of her like this whole design she has on her neck is outlined with it's like dark black, but when you do it on Sims, it looks weird because it's Sims, obviously. So it's not exactly um, the same as what she looks like, but I did try my best. So yeah. Um, what else is there to say about little Echo Monkey? She is deathly afraid of like everything. I have no idea if she was abused or not. They found her in a field, and she actually has a pellet in her. So someone shot her with a BB gun, accidentally or on purpose. I don't know, but she does have it. Luckily, it's in a place where it will never be dangerous to have, so we haven't removed it because there's no point to removing it. But yeah, she's scared of kids. She's scared of basketball. She's scared of moving garbage cans. She's afraid of drains. I mean, this dog is scared of everything. And she's really, really stubborn. She needs to have things her way, which is, I guess, just a husky trait. Um, I'm sorry, Echo. She's glaring at me as I'm talking about it right now. I don't think she's very happy with me. She is very stubborn. She needs to walk her way. It's whatever she wants. She doesn't like guys very much. She's a little bit afraid of them, especially if they're super tall. She gets kind of freaked out by them, but that's okay. And her one eye made her. I think that we must have passed this part in the video, but her one eye is blue and brown, but her blue eye is actually half blue and half brown. You can't do that in The Sims, so oh well. But that's in reality, she has one brown eye, and then her other eye is half blue and half brown. That's pretty cool. And then her tail was kind of hard to choose because she has a curly tail, but she also has the down tail and the up tail. It's just whatever, I don't know, whatever she's feeling like that day that she does. Whatever tail she wants to do, I guess. And her ears were also difficult because Her one ear is actually slightly floppy. But the Sims floppy ears, first of all, they don't let you do one ear floppy and one ear not floppy. So that's a little bit disappointing. And on top of that, their floppy ears are too floppy. Echo's ear is not that floppy, so I didn't do it. Um, so here's the dog in the Sims game. I think this was pretty oh gosh. I think this is pretty successful. Obviously she doesn't look exactly alike, but I think the colors are pretty spot on, especially on the sides, and I'm happy with the way she came out. Um, so yeah, I am doing some more polls. So if you want some input into my future videos in this specific series, you guys should head down to my Instagram 31winterwolf31. I will put a link in the description and I will put my username in the description as well. I think they look a lot of like. Obviously, the floppy ear is a little bit off, and like I said, Echo's tails are different in whatever mood she's in. Here's Echo epically failing at doing some builds, and now she's sad. This is actually an accurate depiction of what Echo looks like when she's freaked out. The traits I gave this dog were jumpy, stubborn, and playful. That describes Echo to a T. She is very jumpy. She's scared of everything. She's also really playful. She loves to wrestle, and she is also very, very stubborn. She wants to walk where she wants to walk and eat what she wants to eat. And she can go for days without eating if you don't give her what she wants. She's a lot like me. Um, so here are some nice shots of Sim Echo playing around. And then I think there's a comparison edit in the end. Yep. So if you guys like this video, hit the like button. If you guys like me, hit the subscribe button. If you want some input, go ahead and follow my Instagram. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.